Hi, I know it's been a while. The channel hasn't seen an update for this game for the past 2 years. I have been occupied on my job as a software developer this past year and struggled to find the time on working on my games. But after continuous support and eagerness to finish my game, MyWarehouse, I still continue on developing it with every time I can be available. The game is far from finished, and I don't want to rush the development of it. I want the game to have all the features and ideas in my mind. I want the player to feel that he is the manager of his own warehouse. So, for the quick update of the game, here's the gameplay of it in the mobile phone. The game still lacks the major mechanics so far. The game able to load the available missions and check if the player successfully completed it. At the start of the game, as a manager of a warehouse service, you have to pick your client that you will provide your service. The client will provide you contract, it will bring you money, and you need to use it well throughout the duration of the contract. Then you will need employees. To be able to have that, you have to hire first an admin or HR manager. This will let you hire checkers, operators, office workers, and other employees that you will need in your warehouse. After hiring the admin, your next mission is to hire a checker and operator. That is specifically for inbound trucks. This will help you unload trucks that is provided by your client. These trucks will load your warehouse with stocks. The inbound is the starting point of the operation. In the warehouse, you have to choose the right and efficient employees for receiving stocks. So far, I'm still working on the unloading system of the trucks. This mechanic of the game give me headaches for weeks, but I'm positive that I can finish this and continue of other mechanics of the game. For this update, I want to show all of you on how I get from here. The scope of the game is one of the largest that I develop, and I need a lot of planning and think out correctly the things I need to be done. First on my list is creating the mission system of the game. I just set up the basic UI, or I must say ugly UI, and just write some necessary code for it. The mission system is just pretty simple, so let's go to the next mechanic of the game. So for hiring employees, I just created a scriptable object so I can add easily the employee objects in the inspector. On this way, I can easily see and put details on the employee without visiting the code every time. And after setting up all of that, let's check if the code is working. The game should show the incremental of the money and what current mission are you playing. The UI still bugs me. Okay, I just fixed some UI, but still it's horrible. I will be honest, I'm horrible in design and art. So, let's continue. I think the mission system and hiring system work so far. The current mission appears on what you should do. The first few missions focuses on hiring the checker and operator, and showing the stats of each employee and their salary. I think so far so good. Next on my list is developing the spawning of the trucks. The number of inbound and outbound trucks or varies on what client you will choose. First, I focus on the arrival of the inbound trucks, so I created some basic code just to spawn the trucks. The code seems working. The truck is spawning based on the number of inbound trucks of the client that will spawn per day in the game. As you can see, I picked the client Jollibee, and it has 5 inbound trucks per day that should arrive in your warehouse. Every client has different number of inbound trucks, so you should pick the best fit for your warehouse. In the game scene, it spawned the 5 trucks based on the inbound trucks seen in the inspector. Next thing need to be done is to make the truck spawn in the right position and go to the loading bay. When the truck arrives in the loading bay, this will only start the unloading process. Also, I fixed a minor issue when the player is browsing on the list of candidates. I'm thinking on what are the best possible solution and how the truck will go to the loading bay. But I think the best option for this is making the truck as a nav mesh agent. The built-in nav mesh in Unity lets you set up an easy way for AI pathfinding. I just followed the tutorial of Fire gave me. You can check his channel for other tutorials. After setting up, I have working AI, but it's just a bean for now. that is going to the direction of the inbound bay and just need to replace it with the truck. As you can see, I update the scene, the look of the warehouse, and put some skybox around it. But I want to update it soon on having a day and night cycle. After updating the scene, I'm getting irritated on the buttons of the game because it doesn't fit on the view of the game, and I replaced the bin earlier with the actual truck. The only left on the ugly UI is the panel for selecting your employees. I'll fix that later, so it will complement the game and have a better view. For now, let's see on how the truck will go to the loading bay. This mechanic is one of the critical because it will be the starting point of the simulation of the whole warehouse process. But the problem is, they don't know if the bay is occupied, so they are all rushing to go there. Also, they do these freak movements and not stopping when they reach the destination. Okay, the UI is not blending on the game, so I updated again and tried to implement a UI that can blend to the game. And after all the work, here's the look of the UI now. Tell me your feedback about the design of the UI. For now, I'm sticking with it. So this is the game so far. I'm only stuck on making the unloading system of the truck, but still working on it and having improvements little by little. But I will show it on the next devlog. That is all for now for the update of the game MyWarehouse. Like and subscribe for more game development content.